Wolkait Tegede አገር የሚመራ በጦር በጎራዴ አንድ ሰው ነበረ Wolkait Tegede ቁልቁል አማትረው አይኔን እንደዋዛ ወንዙን ተከትዬ እንደወረደ ወደ ካዛ
This is the castle of Ayanazgy from inside. Here is the wall, a big wall going all around, and in the center is the castle of Ayanazgy. Ayanazgy the Junior built this castle around the time when the castles of Fasilides were built. Now I'm going to go inside the castle itself. It's ruins now. It looks like it's made up of exactly the same material that the castle of Gondar is built of. The wall again from inside, and here is the actual castle itself. Looks like the castle of Fasilides. Here is a kind of entrance or a window right on the side of the castle. Ayanazgy built this castle way up on the hill, which is part of Wolkait. Again, here is the wall again from inside, very huge one. And now I'm going to try to go inside the inner part of the castle. I'm going to enter through what was probably a door or a window. Now I'm going inside. Here is the materials made up of exactly like the castle of Fasilides at Gondar, or the castle of Fasil at the center of Gondar. Here is the inside. There seems to have been many rooms in here. It's all in ruins. Lying on the floor are stones or pieces of the building which have fallen on the ground, and nobody seems to have tried to make any kind of renovation in this place since the time it was built by the Dejazmach Ayanazgy. Here is again another door, a window which leads out, and this is the wall from the very inside. This is the door I entered through. There are many trees growing from outside way into the castle itself. Here are the trees right above me while I'm inside, because the castle doesn't have any ceiling now. but remains of many walls. And here is another room with a kind of cabins inside to put things in, most probably. A lot has to be stated about Ayanazgy castle. It's untouched. And it is not part of the tourist attractions of the ancient sites of Ethiopia. But this will soon happen, I hope in my lifetime. Ayanazgy defended Ethiopia from this fortress and defeated his enemies in the Sudan from here. Mostly he was involved in fights against encroachers from this northwest region of Ethiopia. Now I can go out this way, but it's a bit risky. I go out this way again, the way I came in. I hope there are no snakes here. I came all the way from Norway to take pictures of Ayanazgy's castle, which is really a great experience. I haven't been here myself, although I was born not far away from here in the town of Adramat, which is the district capital of Wolkait. Now I'm going out of the building, trying to see outside, from the outside of the wall. A bit challenging to climb down there. Here is the wall from outside. I'm going to cover the wall all the way around. Reminds me of the castle of Fasil, where I spent most of my childhood as a student. It's an endless wall or fortress, you can say. Now there are people waiting for me on the other side, and I'm going around this place alone. They seem to be tired. I'm going to go around the wall. There are some windows in there. Now here are the people waiting for me by the tree, and I'm going to join them right on the other side. Now I'm going to take pictures around the wall. On the opposite of the wall is a chain of cloudy mountains. Which are difficult to capture with my camera. Here is again the hinterland of this huge fortress of Dejazmach Ayanazgy. This part seems very intact. The walls are really intact, except some ruins here and there. Here is one bigger ruin, which is patched by very rudimentary wall of stones. And I'm going all the way around the wall from the outside. Now, after the ruins, now we come again to the part of the wall which is more intact. Really interesting. A very striking similarity between the famous castle of Gondar and this was also built around the same period, but as to who built, I don't want to speculate. It will be up to either the next interested person in Wolkait history or myself to get deeper and find out the real history of this very interesting castle lying in the middle of a no man's land. This area has been a no man's land for years and years and generations, until very recently there came many settlers from the region of Tigray and populated this area we call Maigaba, where we have now a larger population and a high school right there under this fortress. We are going around the castle again, around the wall of this great castle. Here and there we see kind of windows. Maybe they were meant as fortress to strike the enemy from. Here is another intact wall. The wall is more or less intact and beautiful and strong. Quite an experience in this hot, very hot place, coming from a very cold parts of Europe, namely Norway, Oslo, especially this year of the time 210 January. The weather is really cold out in Europe. go through many shrubs and thorny plants. I'm almost covering the distance around the wall from the outside. Here is my gaba. Now I'll try to zoom my gaba. Here is my gaba. Maybe shaky. Yeah, this is my gaba. The nearest, biggest village or district. We are not finished yet, but nearly so. Here is again another of these holes, which reminds me of the Norwegian Akershusfestning, except probably this is much older. But I have to be correct with my dates yet. There is another window, but it's blocked by a stone. This is the one with the most. This is the intact part of the wall. Here is a ruin. It's a pity. This one can keep on going, falling, unless somebody does something about it. I appeal to the natives of Wolkait to do something about this. በዚህ መጽሐፍ ከይደም ደም ባባ ከይደም ኣብዚ ደም ነይሮም Okay. That was it. I hope it was worth it.
هو اوكي انت لاርጋት አሁን
This is a view of Ayanazgy's castle from under the hill, and overlooking the hill is this huge chain of mountains and plains. These are a couple of houses just by the hill, but on the hill nothing happens, no modern buildings, no settlements, it's just as intact as it was before. Here are a lot of animals, a lot of cattle, a lot of donkeys, and what have you for sale. Here come people to buy and sell. In the town of Maigava, which is the nearest one to the castle of Dejazmach Ayanazgy.